Hello, I'm back, and I'm sounding a little better compared to last video. Look, I still have allergies, trust and believe that, but I'm sounding better, okay? Going quickly into the video, I know you guys saw that title. So firstly, I know this is quite a turn for a second video, but I thought it'd be a little innovative to make my final for my class a YouTube video, because I've been slacking here, and it'd be kind of fun. I'm just killing two birds with one stone here. Please give me grace. However, this video also has a lot of structure compared to my last video. So be proud of me. Oh. So I literally looked over that last clip. I don't sound better at all. So sorry about that. Okay. I'm gonna skip hop and jump right into this next section. My project in particular wants me to explore racism in my personal creative field in a creative way. I'm an illustrator, but I feel like animation kind of intertwines with illustration in so many different ways throughout the art industry, so I'm kind of blending them a little for this assignment. With that being said, I'm particularly interested in the anime and cartoon side of the community and the representation that comes with that. Blackwashing, what a topic. And I'm discussing how this issue is approached by communities that don't feel seen, and if that's truly problematic. Also, yeah, I didn't mention this is going to be a speed paint of my Cuphead redesigns that I made myself. They are original. They are not technically black washing, but they are black designs, and I felt like they fit the video because it's representation in some way. Okay, back to the video. Black washing. What is it? It's a spinoff of the term whitewashing, aka making a non-black character black. This usually was a hot topic around anime edits, but we're starting to see it in many different forms of media. In my opinion, I think it's a great thing, and it's a great form of representation. In this day and age, it's a pretty unserious form of editing because it's literally just for fun, and I still do it on occasion for my friends if they want epic profile pictures. It's not really hurting anyone, and the intent behind it is pure, no hatred involved. However, when it's flipped the other way around, aka whitewashing, obviously there's a problem because it's literally always done in retaliation. There's these questions that are raised like, why not make your own OCs? We have, and many times, y'all just don't consume it. But it's always seen as woke or forced, and in some cases it can be, but very often our stories are shoved in the very back. I think the only example of diversity on screen is Arcane without it being called woke because it gives characters a nice story. But I'm 100% sure Arcane is not the only show to do this, but it was one of the only ones to actually have a really decent platform. A lot of artists don't have the platform Arcane did. People turn to making edits of characters in popular shows because it makes us feel seen. When black kids, or people of color, are getting into anime, there's hardly any representation. Like anywhere. I say people of color, I mean, hmm, you know what? I'm gonna actually stick with that. Or people of color. When getting into anime, there's hardly any rep. Like anywhere. I don't want to hear Japan doesn't have a lot of black people. Well, Japan also doesn't have people shooting explosions from their hands, so. Anyway, black edits exist so people can see themselves in their favorite shows. Truly no harm, no foul. You could argue it's the same way the other way around, as in like the whitewashing, and you'd be technically correct, but it only shows your ignorance because what genuinely do you as a white person gain from making a character look white? Don't say representation, because you already have loads of that, and since the dawn of time you have had that. So please don't be greedy. What about overriding culture? Now, this is a very real thing, and it can happen. For example, Demon Slayer, an anime, very, 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 very rich in culture, and it'd be crazy to just paint over it and disregard it completely. But there's always a way to do it respectfully, aka keeping their culture in the picture. But a huge argument is that black edits erase Asian features in the characters. Now, I want you to take a look at this character and you tell me what predominant Asian feature you see real quick. Okay. The only reason we know these characters are Asian is because of the setting in the anime, name, or just the context overall. But because of them being so heavily cartoonified, there aren't really any specific Asian features to hold on to. No, I'm not saying they do not have culture, but the biggest argument that's held is that we're erasing features when that is not true at all. If anything, we're adding on to the features in question. Now, getting into my personal experience with black edits and blackwashing and all of that. I personally started making black edits around 2020 as a form of content for my TikTok account. And it started off as a challenge to help me improve my character designing abilities, but it quickly became so much more when I saw how it made people feel. I received comments from black people saying how much they appreciated me for making edits and how it made them feel good to have an anime profile picture that looks just like them. It's small things like that that kept me pretty active during that era, but I eventually slowed down because of my fallout of anime. I bet you were expecting me to say because of hate. But no, I'm a trooper. I received death threats and was called out of my name many, many, many times. Very racist people. People are mean. People are rude. Although it was pretty annoying, the love I got outweighed it, surprisingly. I curated a decent audience that supported me for a couple of years, and I even pushed out a tutorial or two so people could make their own edits when they had the time. And this all seems relatively small in retrospect, but it says something about representation in the media. And these kinds of edits aren't just reserved for just black people. I've seen Native American edits and Hispanic edits too. Representation is still lacking in so many places, so these edits are the very least we could have, with no genuine change being done to the original characters. Yes, that can be argued when people decide to whitewash, but once again, it's done out of hatred. Whitewash is a genuine term that was coined because of the way it was used to cover up history. It's the same thing in a different font when applied to this. We as BIPOC creatives create these for ourselves and others to share within and throughout our community. So it's just a slap in the face when a white edit is made and described to be the same thing when the intentions are very, very different. In conclusion, I'm biased. I love blackwashing. I'm for the blackwashing. Okay, please don't use that term. It's not very it's harmful and it doesn't make sense. I was using it throughout this video, but I try to refrain from it. Just say black edits. That's what it is. It's a black edit. Um, but yeah, they're pretty important, and they aren't, like I said, they are reserved to black people in specific. You can be a different person of color, and you can make these edits, and you can feel seen too. They are reserved to just us. So I think you should have fun. Make your favorite anime character Hispanic. Give them head cannons. Have fun with it. It's art. Do what you want to do. But make sure it's not harmful and make sure you're being respectful about it. That's the most important thing. But yeah, um, I hope you enjoyed the speed paint in the background. I know I did. I know I did. So yeah, that's it for me. Hope you enjoyed this video and I hope it got you thinking. Leave some comments down below of what you think, what your opinions are on it. And let me know if you have a genuine critique on what I said because this is kind of haphazard. I'm saying this kind of just it's from the heart. It is from the heart. I mean, I have research too from my own personal experience, from my TikTok account, from my Pinterest account, from my social media overall. My sources myself because I'm a gamer. I do this. I've played these games before, so it's all from me. But I would like to hear what you guys think, your perspective, all of that. I'm grateful for all of you, and I appreciate you watching all the way to the end. Thank you. Stay different, stay dowdy.